Hello, everybody. This is Michael, and it is actually 5 minutes to 3, and I'm still up. I just finished recording a new video for my used gadgets channel. And what I've been doing all night is trying to research how I can improve speaking spontaneously, and also how I could improve my public speaking. Um, so, so, what I've learned tonight so far were the first tip would be to try to record myself and then review that recording afterwards and critique my own speaking to see the weaknesses and areas of improvement. Some of the lessons that I've learned tonight just watching tips on YouTube, where first one is acceptance, and that is I am human and I make mistakes. I will say useless filler words, and there might be a delay in me transitioning to my next thought, which is fine. The next thing that I learned was a technique having the acronym PREP, P-R-E-P, which I find really helpful. I believe it is. Each letter of the acronym PREP means the first P is point, which is to give out the main point of that paragraph or the thought. The second letter is R, which stands for reason. State the reason for that point. E stands for example, so that you could bring your point to life. And the last P is also point, which is to bring home your point. The other important tip that I discovered was using another technique, I should say, is using pros and cons, which is more commonly used in business presentations, where you would state the pros for example, an option or a strategy, and the cons, and then you state your recommendation in the end. I also discovered some techniques in opening your presentation, where they state that the first opening minute or the first opening seconds of your presentation is very important, because your audience has, well, especially nowadays, audiences online have very limited attention span. So you're probably going to want to engage them as soon as possible within the first 30 seconds. One technique is to pose a rhetorical question. For example, have you ever done blank? Or have you ever wondered why so and so and so? Or maybe in this video I will try to, or for example, have you ever tried to do something, whatever. I can't think of an example at the moment. The other technique to engage the customer is probably to tell a personal story. Now, to me, I don't really like that technique, because I would rather, I don't know why you would be interested in my story, for example. I think it's better for the audience to tell their story. I think people like to talk about themselves rather than to hear somebody else say their personal stories. And that's probably it. The other techniques that I learned was gesturing, how to position your hands, like just make a point. I kind of like doing this. I do this a lot. I know this. I'm going to review this video, and I know I'm going to be doing this a lot. I need some variations. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what else. I'm usually sitting down when I present anyway online. I'm not looking around. I'm only looking at one. I don't even know where the lens is. I think that's the lens. Yeah, that's the lens. What else? Articulating. I find that sometimes maybe when I'm recording a video and I repeatedly go over the same sentence or the same paragraph over and over and over, eventually my cheeks get tired and my mouth gets tired, and I find it very difficult to pronounce certain words. Like, there was a sentence in the video today where I couldn't pronounce it properly, like originally. I guess after the 10th time of rehearsing, I couldn't pronounce the word originally. It was something like, originally I requested for an iPhone 10. Originally I requested an iPhone, until I couldn't say originally anymore. I was like, originally. Anyway. So, well, I'm 7 minutes into this monologue. Again, the point of this video is I'm trying to practice monologuing without a script, or at least with just an outline, because I feel that it is more genuine when I am speaking without a script. I understand that a scripted video is more effective, and a lot of my viewers find that it is more useful because I don't waste their time. Because when I write my scripts, it's like an article. But I don't know. That's just me. I think I would prefer if I could speak spontaneously, and maybe following an outline instead of just reading a script that I wrote. Anyway, that's all now. I'm going to end this video and then critique myself. Alright. Good night, everybody. It is now 3:03 in the morning. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.